Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today we're doing something not different for once. I've done one of these videos before, actually I've done two. And this is the third installment of the series. I am doing a Generation 3 Pokemon tier list. Now, I know these videos are quite simple, they're usually quite short, but I've got quite a few big projects on the way that I thought I want to spend a lot of time on them, so I'm going to put a couple of these out in between, but I promise if you stick with it, there's some good shit coming. Now, personally for me, Gen 3 is I'd say arguably my favorite generation, which is pretty common among a lot of people. A lot of people love Gen 3. A lot of people love Gen 4 too, but Gen 4 is kind of mid. But we'll get to that next time. But yeah, today we're doing Gen 3. If you enjoy, feel free to leave a like, comment, give me your opinions on Gen 3. They must all be good because I fucking love Gen 3. And I'm not hearing no one say that it's not good. But I think we're just going to go straight into it. As always, I'm not going to do the megas because I've got a whole separate video planned for that. Sorry, I just bashed my mic. This mic is new. I'm wearing my friend's PC while he's away. Bless up, George Beer. But yeah, we're going to do megas. I've got a whole separate video plan for that. So we're just going to do regular Pokemon. And we're starting off with Trico. Now, as a starter, Trico is actually fucking goated. Like, I think Gen 3 and Gen 4, even though I'm not the hugest fan of Gen 4, have the best starters. So I'm putting Trico straight in A tier. Grovyle, it's actually one of the better mid stages. So I think I'm also going to put Grovyle in A. And then Sceptile goes in S because Sceptile is so fucking sick. I remember when I first played it, I picked Sceptile and I didn't regret it at all. Sceptile's fucking sick. I know a lot of people like to choose like Mudkip and have Swampert, but that's not a bit of me. It's like Torchic, then Trico, then Mudkip, which I know is crazy, but like I kind of fuck with that. Okay, speaking of Torchic, Torchic is next, and Torchic goes straight in S tier. Fucking love Torchic. However, Combusken, it's going in D. Combusken looks like a penis, and I'm not hearing no one say that he doesn't. He literally has balls and a cock. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it in the slightest, but Blaziken is going in S. I don't know how they fumbled the bag so much. They had Torchic and Blaziken, which were like fucking brilliant, and they made Combusken. What's that about? Okay, Mudkip is next, and like, as much as Mudkip's my least favourite, he's still going A tier. They're still fucking brilliant starters. Marshtomp, you can go B. You're cute, but you're just average. And Swampert, I want to put it in A for usage, but B for design. We'll put it in B. We'll put it B. I'm not a huge fan of his design. I think the Mega's sick, but obviously we're not doing Megas. Regular, it's kind of ugly. I think it's the ugliest final stage, and I don't really fuck with it. I'm a big design over anything person. I won't use Pokemon if it's ugly. Even if it's strong as fuck. If it's ugly, I'm not using it. And that's when fucking Swampert is in B. Okay, Poochyena. Now, I quite like Poochyena. Poochyena can go in B. Mightyena, C. I really like Poochyena at the start. I think on my first playthrough I used one, and then my friend was like, no, actually, he's shit, and so is Mightyena, so I just never used it again. But the designs aren't bad. They are just like wolves, foxes, things. Kind of average, but I think Poochyena is cute. Mightyena, not so much. Okay, Zigzagoon. Arguably one of the most recognizable Pokemon. So annoying. It's going in C tier. Lanoon is going in D. I fucking hate Lanoon. I don't know what it is about Lanoon. I just can't fucking stand it. Something about it. I don't like the smoothness. I don't like the sleekness. I don't like the fact that it looks like that. I don't like that at all. I have to tolerate using one in Sword and Shield because I love Obstagoon. But Lanoon is a big no from me. Wurmple gets too much hate. Wurmple is cute. Wurmple is a cuter Caterpie, and I sometimes think the things that come out of it are way cuter. Silcoon and Cascoon, however, are going in D tier because they are so irrelevant and I refuse to learn the difference between them. One is Silcoon, one is Cascoon, but I never know which is which. Beautifly, also just like a knockoff Butterfree, going in C tier. But Dustox, I'm going to put in B. I'm not a huge fan of moths, they kind of scare me, but still, I don't mind Dustox. He's kind of cute for some reason to me. Oh, we've got one of the best lines now. Fucking Lotad. I love Lotad so much. Lombre can go in B because I don't like the way he just like gets arms. And then Ludicolo also in S tier. I think Ludicolo is honestly one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. He's so cute. I want whatever whimsy he's got. Whatever he's smoking, give me some. He is so fucking happy. And when he hits the little, oh, it's so funny. I love it so much. Okay, C-Dot Loki slept on. C-Dot is a very similar situation to like Wurmple and Torchic. C-Dot is cute. Nuzleaf, I don't like, and then Shiftry is also badass. Like, the mid stage always freaks me out. When I get to that point, I'm like, I don't want to use you anymore, but then I have to push on through to get to Shiftry. Something about Nuzleaf again. I think it is legs, they look like balls. Something about it freaks me out. Okay, the regional bird, as always, Tailo and Swallow. No, Swallow and Tailo. They're actually not bad. Actually, I'm going to put them both in B tier. I think that I would rather use this than a Pidgey. I think they're slept on. I think the shinies are kind of cool, even though it is green. I don't use it as much as I should because I don't even know what flying type I use for this gen, but it's never these and I don't know why. So next time I play through Oras, I might actually have to use these because I'm kind of interested. I've used them once maybe and I enjoyed it, but yeah, low-key slept on. Like one of the better generational birds. Like there's been some misses. There has been some misses, but these ones are kind of good. Don't make me do it. Turn the camera off. Don't make me do it. Wingull! Teleport. I can't do it. I fucking hate those Pokemon so much. Genuinely, they needed their own fucking tier. They are... Genuinely, Wingull and Pelipper are my biggest ops. If I could have any superpower, it was remove all Wingull and Pelipper from the universe. I don't care if he's overpowered when he uses, like, Drizzle and then, like, Aqua Ring. I don't care what strat you use with Pelipper. Get him away from me. He is fucking hideous. I don't even want to look at them. Don't make me look at it. It's fucking disgusting. We're moving on to Ralts. Okay, Ralts is going in S tier. I got a shiny one once, and it was the best day of my life, and I rang my friend on Skype. That's how old this was. And I was like, pick up the fucking phone. I just got a shiny Ralts, and it was like, I'm in hospital with my grandma. I was like, don't look, I give a fuck. I've got a shiny, and I felt really bad, but I was like 9. So I feel like it's excusable, but yeah. Ralts low-key goated. Curlier, also good, going in A tier. And Gardevoir is going in S tier. I, without a doubt, will use a Gardevoir every time. She is so overpowered. Moonblast, oh my god, so good. Her over Gallade any day. I think Mega Gallade is cooler, but I think regular Gardevoir is better than regular Gallade. Does that make sense? It makes sense, that's fine. Okay, Surskit and Masquerain. Now, if you asked me to name every Pokemon, I guarantee I'd forget these two because kind of irrelevant. They're like, Surskit reminds me of like Jupiter and like Araquanid, so I kind of fuck with it for that reason. It's going in B. Masquerain, however, is going in C. I don't really care about Masquerain. It's kind of useless, but I quite like Surskit for some reason. Even though I'm kind of, it's like a pond skater and they kind of freak me out. Kind of like Surskit. Can't explain it. Okay, Shroomish is ugly. I'm not hearing no one out that Shroomish looks nice. It doesn't. Breloom, however, get an S tier. I know everyone started like spaffing over Breloom when they found out that guy who shot that other guy really liked Breloom, but I like Breloom since day one. He was my OG. He is overpowered as fuck. He has a kind of sick design. It's fighting grass type. It's cool as fuck. I don't care who likes him more and who shot some other guy. I don't care. Breloom was my day one, and all these fake ass hosts can back off. Damn, the Slakoth line. Forgot this was Gen 3. Slakoth is like okay. He can go in C tier. I like Vigoroth. He can go in A, and then Slacking can also go in C. I know Slacking's really overpowered, but I don't like Pokemon that have Truon or like Slow Start. I don't fuck with it. If you can't do damage every turn straight away, what's the point? I know he is very strong, but I prefer Vigoroth. I have a Vigoroth on Pokemon Go, and it's actually low-key goated. I use it in the Great League, the Great Ball League, because it's like 1,400 CP, so it doesn't just go into the overpowered league. I think Vigoroth is sick, and he's slept on. Me and my friend were Googling like most forgotten Pokemon, and Vigoroth was on there. I was like, not a chance, mate. He's never forgotten in my heart. I love that guy. Bro, Nincada. Piss off. Irrelevant. Genuinely irrelevant. I don't know if that's Ninjask or Shedinja. Okay, Ninjask. I'll put Ninjask in B. It's cool. Shedinja is going in C. I don't really care for the line. I know it has like no weaknesses because it's got Wonder Guard or whatever, but Ninjask is way cooler than Shedinja. I don't care. Another absolutely horrific line. Whismur, Exploud, and Loudred or whatever the fucking order is. I don't care. This cunt, Exploud, is genuinely one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my goddamn life. I don't give a fuck if you like it. It's ugly, and it's honestly, it angers me whenever I run into one. Whenever I run into a Whismur, I'm like, you become something I hate, fuck off, and I just have to murder them in cold blood. I fucking hate this line so much. Not as much as Wingull and Pelipper, but still a lot. Okay, Makuhita can go in, like, C tier, it's fine. Hariyama can also go in C tier. I'm not the biggest fan of Hariyama. On one of my TikToks, I did say it's one of my least favorite fighting types, which is true, but also I've only just realised that its face, it has a face. I thought that bit down there was its nose, but it's not. Like, I've only just figured out the design of Hariyama, and it genuinely blew my mind. But yeah, I'm never going to use it as a fighting type. It's really fucking slow. It's strong as hell, yeah, but I don't give a fuck about it. There's way better fighting types I'd rather use. Azumarill just placed in there for no fucking reason. Sure, you can go and beat it. I like Azumarill. I completely forgot he got a pre-evolution. Like, I can't believe Mara got a pre-evolution. It was this thing. It was so unnecessary, but I don't mind it. It can go and beat it. Nosepass. I mean, sure, you can go in C tier. I don't really care about Nosepass. Probopass is even worse, but he's not here yet, so that's fine. But yeah, Nosepass is irrelevant. Skitty and Delcatty, also C tier, so irrelevant. I don't hate them, but I'm never, ever going to go out of my way to use it, am I? It's fucking Skitty. I don't care. Oh, the goat. the GOAT. It's Sableye. Go in S tier. Go at the top of S tier, bro. I don't even care if it's out of order. Sableye is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I don't give a fuck how weird that is. Sableye is genuinely so fucking like gremlin-y and like scratty and I love it. I wish I could have it as a pet because it would like climb the walls. I fucking love Sableye so much. One of the best Pokemon to ever be created. I have 5 shiny Sableyes on Pokemon Violet and I will keep hunting for more. There's a spot where you can hide and they just all pop out the wall. Mate, I've got so many. I fucking love him so much. Genuinely one of the best Pokemon ever made. I love that guy so much. I love Sableye. Anyway, moving swiftly on to Mawile. Feel kind of bad. Don't care for Mawile. I know it's got a Mega. I know it's sick. I just don't care. Like, it's a Steel Fairy type, so I probably should use it more. Actually, I'm gonna. I don't know. Yeah, I can go in C tier. I was really debating putting it in B, but I've never used it, so it feels weird to put a Pokemon I've never used in B tier. Like, that's kind of strange. Okay, the Aron, Lairon, and Aggron line. Okay, Aron is cute. He can go in A tier. I usually get to Lairon and give up because he's ugly. And then I kind of have to push on through to use Aggron because he's cool as fuck. And Mega Aggron's sick. I always look for an Aron in the little cave when you get to the second town. But I really find it hard to push past Lairon because he's so ugly. I can't get past it. Bro, Meditite and Medicham? Get in the bin, mate. So boring. So irrelevant. Don't give a fuck. I have the Cardis on Pokemon TCG Pocket and I use it in my deck, but like, other than that, would forget it existed. Electric and Manectric. I'm going to put you in B tier because I don't use these Pokemon enough, but I really want to. They're really, really sick. I think next time I play Oras, I'm going to try and use Pokemon I've never used before because there's so many I want to use, like fucking Taillow and Manectric and shit like that. I think it'd be really interesting because they're really good electric types as far as I'm aware. I think they look sick. I don't know what the strength is like, but they look cool. I like his hair. It's very pointy. Just don't use it enough. However, we're about to get some really irrelevant electric types, which is Plusle and Minun. Honestly, go in D tier. So irrelevant. I'm pretty sure I've got a shiny Minun on, or Minun, I don't know how you pronounce it. I'd say Minun because it's like minus. But I've got a shiny one of those on Pokemon Go, and I genuinely, I got it and I was like, that could have been any other Pokemon, I'd have been way happier. But no, my shiny for like the month has been wasted on this stupid cunt. It's very angry. It feels like for every outstanding Pokemon, they just have to put one of the most dogshit Pokemon ever. Volbeat and Illumise genuinely got beef. Fucking hate them. Something about these Pokemon I hate. I think their design is hideous. I don't like the way Volbeat looks at me. Illumise is slightly less bad than Volbeat, I think, but something about them both, honestly, just get out of my life. I fucking hate them so much. Okay, Roselia. I kind of like Roselia, actually. Roselia's going to go in B tier. Not as good as Roserade, but Roselia's still kind of sick. Just don't use it enough, because I'm kind of like, I could just try and find a Roserade or use a Roserade. Why would I use a Roselia? It's just like a shitter version, really. Anyway, shocker, my camera just fucking died. Anyway, moving swiftly on, we've got Carvanha and Sharpedo, and honestly, Carvanha's going to go in C, but Sharpedo's going to go in A. And when I was a child, I always thought that you couldn't get Sharpedo in Omega Ruby. I always wanted Alpha Sapphire, but I got Omega Ruby. It was what it was. The same way I thought you couldn't get Camerupt in Alpha Sapphire. For some reason, I thought that you couldn't get them. So I never used Sharpedo because I was just convinced I couldn't. Turns out I actually could. I was just a stupid child. So I was always desperate to use this Pokemon, and I just could. I just didn't even fucking know about it. I do just think his design's sick, though. Like, he's just a shark. Like, that is just what it is. He's a shark, and he looks cool as fuck, and I like him, so he's going in here too. Wailmer and Wailord? Like, really? Honestly, right. Wailmer and Wailord are going in C, purely for the fact of when I wanted to evolve one on Pokemon Go, I needed like 100 or 400 candies, so I had to walk around with a Wailmer as my partner for like a year to evolve him into Wailord, and it was not worth it. I don't like Wailord enough, so he's going in C tier, and that's that. Bro, Numel and Camerupt? Do I look like I give a fuck? Get in C tier. I don't care. Like, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was like Omega Ruby had Camerupt as its special with the Mega, and Alpha Sapphire had Sharpedo with the Mega. Sharpedo was so much cooler. Camerupt was low-key weird as fuck. Like, yeah, Camel with volcanoes on its back. Cool concept, I just don't like it. I think the Mega's okay, but like, regular Camerupt, I don't really give a fuck. Bro, Torkoal? What's going on? We've hit like a bump in the road where things have just gotten shit. C tier. Don't have anything to say about you. Spoink? Again, really? C tier. Grumpig is actually going in D. I was like, oh yeah, a bunch of these are going to C. Grumpig's going specifically in D because I fucking hate Grumpig. I'm not a huge fan of pig-looking Pokemon. I'm not a huge fan of pig-looking anything. Like, On Animal Crossing in my village as a pig, it's out of there. If my Pokemon's a pig, it's out of there. My nan, however, her favourite animals are pigs, and it's really funny because she loves them and I genuinely despise them, and it's so funny. But yeah, Grumpig is going in D tier. It's ugly as fuck. Get away from me. Spinder, I just don't care. Spinder's going in C tier. I just don't care. I know that Spinder has like 1,000 variants. Like, yeah, great, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Why would you give that many variants to the most irrelevant Pokemon ever? Okay, things are getting good again. We've got the Flygon line. Trapinch is going in A tier. Vibrava's going in B. And Flygon can go in A. Again, mid-stage, not my favourite, but Trapinch is adorable. I usually never finally get it to a Flygon because it takes a long time, and depending on when you catch it, like the levels, it just never works out. But I like Flygon a lot, way more than I actually use him. Like, I love Flygon. I'm pretty sure I used him in it was either Platinum or Black and White, and I really enjoyed using him then. But I tried to use him in X and Y, but I just couldn't get on with it. I don't know why, but yeah, Flygon's actually sick as fuck, bro. Cacnea and Cacturne low-key goated. Putting those bitches in B tier. Like, actually, no, Cacturne can go in A. I love Cacturne for some reason. I don't know why. Cacnea is cute. It's like, whatever. Cacturne low-key sick as fuck. I don't know why. I don't remember the first time I used a fucking Cacturne, but I love it. Like, the dark typing with the grass, it works so well. It's a cactus. It looks scary. I like it a lot, and I genuinely can't explain why. Swablu, C. Altaria, C. And I know it's bulky and Cotton Guard and Dragon Pulse. I don't care. Yeah, you can run it with Cotton Guard, Dragon Dance, Dragon Pulse, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Altaria is just, like, irrelevant to me. One of my friends uses it because it's, like, a strategic play. I don't care. If it doesn't look cool, I'm not using it, and I don't think Altaria looks cool. God, we've hit another fucking bump in the road. Zangoose, C tier. Seviper, C tier. Okay. I actually quite like, Lunatone. I almost called him Lanoon. Lunatone, I like him because he's the moon. I don't like Solrock as much. Lanoon, no, I keep calling him Lanoon. I mean Lunatone. Lunatone's kind of sick. His face kind of scares me, but it's okay. Solrock, not as cool to me. Bro, Barboach and Wishcash. I think it's Wishcash. I sound a bit stupid saying it, but irrelevant. I don't care. I think it's great. You're immune to electric type attacks. Great. Don't care. I always forget though. Every time I go, oh, it's a water type, I hit it with a fucking Thunderbolt. It's ground actually, out like a mug. And for that reason, I think it's going in C tier because it's mugged me off one too many times, and also, like, it is irrelevant. I'm never going to use it. Bro, can we get past the shit Pokemon now? Corphish and Crawdaunt? Get away. Actually, Crawdaunt can go in B. Kind of a lot cooler. Corphish is just, like, whatever, you know? I don't really give a fuck about Corphish. That's not a shock to anyone. It's fucking useless and irrelevant. Oh my god. Bro. Speedrun, Moltoy, C tier. Claydol, C tier. Actually, no, not Speedrun, because these two need to talk about. Lileep and Cradily, D tier, because they freak me the fuck out. They are the worst fossils I think I've ever seen. And that, no, second to worst, because we know how I feel about Dracovish. Genuinely hate these Pokemon with a burning passion, and I can't explain it. When Steven pulls out his fucking Cradily or Lileep, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Don't like you. Disgusting. Anorith and Armaldo are like, I think Anorith can go in B because he's kind of cute. Armaldo can go in C because he gets a little bit uglier when he evolves, but not the worst fossils ever. There is definitely worse. Exhibit A. It's just not going to be my favourite. It's not going to be my first pick, is it? Like, come on. Okay, Feebas, Loki, going in A tier. Milotic, also going in A tier. Feebas, I know the whole thing is that it's ugly and it evolves to be beautiful. I think Feebas is beautiful in his own way. I think, you know what, I accept your imperfections. I accept your impurities. You are the GOAT, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't know why I'm motivationally speaking to a Feebas right now. I think I've lost my mind. But yeah, I think Feebas gets all the hate, and then everyone's like, oh my god, Milotic. They're both as good as each other. Yes, Milotic is way stronger and cooler, but I think Feebas is, like, cute in his own way, you know? Fucking Castform. I know in Omega Ruby, you just get given a Castform and it lives in my box because I don't give a fuck about Castform. Like, he kind of low-key has balls too. What was it with this generation of putting balls on Pokemon? That's like 3 I've seen now, and it's kind of freaking me out. I know it has the different versions. I think the Raindrop's my favourite, and then the Sun, and then the Wind, because, like, the Raindrop's kind of cute, the rest of them are just boring, but yeah. Kecleon, I don't care. Get away from me. I always go, oh yeah, Gen 3's my favourite. Never mind. Look at the size of fucking C tier. It's the half the fucking Pokédexes in there, because they're all irrelevant. Shuppet and Banette. Shuppet can go in B. Banette can also go in B. I don't use them enough, but I know they're sick, and I know they're kind of strong, and Mega Banette's also kind of terrifying. Like, I think for a Ghost type it works really well, because it's genuinely a little bit scary. But, yeah, I just don't use it very often. I never really use a Ghost type on my team in Omega Ruby, but maybe next time I'll use a Banette. Okay, Duskull and Dusclops. Duskull and Dusclops can go in B. I prefer Dusknoir. I think Dusknoir is fucking sick, but these two will also do. I Genuinely, if I had to choose between Duskull and Bennett, I couldn't. They're both exactly the same to me. I feel neutral on both of them. They're both kind of cool. I will say Bennett's just a little bit scarier. But yeah, just like average ghost types, I just prefer Dusk Noir though. Like if I'm playing, when you get to Gen, I think it's technically Gen 6 when you play Auras, I will actively try and get Dusk Noir. But obviously in Gen 3 that didn't exist, so I couldn't. So I'm not going to choose Duskull. Pro Tropius. Loki, I think you could hold a gun to my head and tell me to name every Pokemon and I'd still forget Tropius. Bro's so irrelevant. I just remember one time though on my TikTok when I first started out, I did a drawing of Tropius where I made him ice type and I just turned him light blue and added icicles to his wings and it was really shit. So we can go in C tier, I think. Poor lad. Can we give Tropius a regional variant, please? Because he's so irrelevant. Like, they've given Dunsparce the Dunsparce. They've given us Fari Giraffe. When we get in, like, Tropius 2? When we get in the sequel to Tropius? Chimecho. Literally, what the fuck? Chimecho. What is Chimecho? What is he meant to be? I don't know, but he's going to go B tier. I like him. I think he's funny, but he's so irrelevant. Genuinely, again, hold on guns to my head, I'm forgetting Tropius and Chimecho. Like, let's be so for real. I have not remembered that Pokemon ever. Absol, now, I've got a friend, I'm pretty sure she watches all my videos, bless up. She loves Absol. I don't give a fuck about Absol. I don't really like dark types that much. I feel like it should be dark ice, but it's just dark, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, I just don't really give a fuck about Absol, so I'm gonna go and Caesar. Sorry, Katie, I know you like Absol, but it's a bit shit. Why not? D tier. Fucking hate Why Not, hate Wobbuffet, anything outline D tier straight away. Moving on. Snorunt, S tier. Snorunt is the GOAT. Also, Glalie, A tier, right? Glalie over Froslass any day. I don't give a fuck when no one says. Everyone's like, oh my god, Glalie, whatever. Yeah, Glalie over Froslass any fucking day. Froslass is mid as fuck. Glalie is badass. His Mega, not getting involved into that today, but still sick as fuck. There's a reason Froslass doesn't have a Mega. It's because it's boring and useless, and Glalie is way cooler. Moving on. I shouldn't have said moving on with such a statement, because now we're on to fucking Spheal, and Celio, and Walrein, Spheal's kind of cute, we can go in B. Celio and Walrein can go in C, because I don't give a fuck. I'm pretty sure, like, the Gen 8 leader has, no. I'm pretty sure the 8th gym leader has a Walrein, and I think it's kind of powerful, but I've never used it. It's ugly, and it makes me think of that film Tusk, where the man gets turned to a walrus, and it freaks me out. I think, genuinely, one of the most irrelevant lines ever is the Clamperl line. I'm putting Clamperl and Gorbis in C, and I'm putting Huntail in D, because Huntail is ugly. Clamperl's just like a clam and a pearl. Okay, great. Lives up to his name. Gorbis is like, okay. Huntail's hideous. I'm pretty sure I have a shiny Huntail, and I'm scared of it. I don't like Huntail at all. He freaks me out. Relicanth. See, I feel like I should feel how I feel about Relicanth the same as I do about Feebas. I feel like I should be like, oh, you're beautiful in your own way, but it's not. It's just like a really old fish. I'm not really here for it, so it's going in C tier. Fucking Relicanth. So irrelevant. Oh my god. I should call you a Relicanth. Oh! I'm here all week, lads. I'm here all week. The jokes never stop coming. Anyway, Luvdisc. Moving on. Bagon. Okay, Bagon, Loki, going in... Bagon going B tier. Shelgon could go in D, because Shelgon's ugly as fuck. And then Salamancer's going in S tier. If you thought Salamancer was going to go anywhere but S tier, you were sorely mistaken and also stupid, because genuinely Salamancer is fucking sick. Oh, and what's next? Another pseudo. Beldum, A tier. Metang, A tier. Metagross, S tier. Genuinely, some of the most badass Pokemon were introduced this generation. I know I say badass and my S tier is like Sableye and Ralts, but like, we got Salamence and Metagross. That is sick as fuck. I'm not going to get started on their Megas, but their Megas are sick. I've just seen what's coming up. My day has been fucking made. It's the Reggies. The Reggies are here. Regirock, S tier. Regice, S tier. Registeel, S tier. Genuinely, my love for the Reggies isn't even a joke. I think they are some of the best Pokemon ever made. Their designs are hilarious. Their cries are hilarious. The fact that in Gen 3 they were like, we want you to learn fucking Braille for this Pokemon. Hilarious. So funny. All we're missing is Regigigas, but he's another gen. Or is he? Yeah, Regigigas is another gen. But like, I think Regirock is one of my favorites because cunty Regirock with a handbag. Regice is like silly looking, and Registeel is Registeel. And he has like the forbidden sprite in like Gen 5, and it's really funny. Okay, Latias and Latios, genuinely like B tier. Actually, I can't, they're legendary, so I feel like putting them in C tier is bad because I'm not putting that shit with Luvdisc, but like, when you get one given to you in Auras, and it's like, yeah, you're free legendary, but I don't care. It's like, okay, free legendary, free mega legendary, whatever. Just not going to use it. I'm pretty sure I use this for fly, and that's why I never get like myself a swallow or whatever. Because I use my legendary for a Flymon, and that's how you know that I don't give a fuck. Okay, we got the box arts now. We got Kyogre and Groudon. Okay, genuinely Kyogre S tier. Groudon can go in A. I think, see, the abilities you get with them, I have a lot to say about these. I'm trying to figure out my words. Kyogre is cooler than Groudon, but Groudon is more powerful. Like when you get Primal Groudon and he has the Heat Wave thing and you can't use water type moves, crazy. Primordial Sea isn't as cool because it just means you can't electric type moves, but you can still use grass so it still loses. I just think the Endless Drought thing, I forget what his thing's called, but it's like Massive Mega Heat Wave is a way cooler ability. And yeah, I just prefer the design of Kyogre though. Like, and also at the same time, who's gonna win? Ocean or land? Like, Ocean's gonna win. You can flood the land, you can't just like, I don't know. Something about it always makes me laugh. There's this sprite where the Kyogre is in the entire ocean. There's just one little Groudon. And it makes me piss myself because I'm like, mate, you're not winning that fight. Rayquaza is going in S tier. Now, I think the best post-game we ever had was the Delta episode. But I just don't know why they couldn't have made Delta Emerald. It would have been such a sick game. I think the Delta episode is cool, but like, that could have just been a whole game and would have made it way cooler. Jirachi genuinely piss off getting C tier. I didn't even know this legendary was from that game or that mythical was from this gen. Genuinely not a fucking clue. I just thought it spawned in one day. Okay, now we've got the Deoxys forms. I don't know all of them. I know Deoxys defense looks silly, so it's going in S tier. Deoxys regular can go in like B. Speed can also go in B. And attack can go in A because it's got loads of arms. Deoxys I never use. Genuinely irrelevant, don't give a fuck, but Deoxys defense looks really funny, so it's in S tier. That's the only reason it's there. Because it looks funny. And I'm going to die on that hill. I'm going to fuck design over everything. If it looks funny, it's going to be up high. Obviously, there are still some Pokemon down here, but those are all the Megas going to do. We've spoken about that enough. I'm not going to do that. But this is my completed list. I don't even know if we've fit all on. There we go. There's my completed list. Yeah, I clearly thought I liked Gen 3 way more than I did. I think the games are great. Gen 3 and Gen 6 games, great. Pokemon, I'd say it's like a 50-50 split between B and above and then C and D. I think C tier is massive, but that's because a lot of Pokemon are just really irrelevant, but you get that in a lot of gens, so it's a bit like, can't really complain too much. It could be a lot worse. D tier, I think the smallest D tier we've had so far, maybe. I could be wrong, it's been a while since I've done this. But yeah, there's my completed Gen 3 list. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like and a comment and tell me why you agree or disagree with my list. Except the only thing you can't disagree with is that Sableye is one of the best Pokemon ever because he is my baby and I love him. But yeah, tell me what you'd put in S tier. Tell me your favorite Pokemon for Gen 3. Have a little conversation with me in the comments. You know, I'm here for it. And yeah, I will see you next time.